Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy to be part of this celebration because for too long we've only been speaking about our VUCA world and how bad things are. The purpose of the Pinnacle Leadership Program, as many of you might know, but we also know that many think they know and don't. So the purpose is in the School of Accounting to develop future responsible leaders. South Africa is in desperate need of good ethical leadership, and the world too. So this is our task to make sure that the students who leave here could be those kind of leaders. In Pinnacle, we learn by doing. So I've asked one of our CTA students who've just finished the final exam and will be starting her articles as a chartered accountant in the making to share our success journey with you. Carmel Chanlock was one of our VC students, VC scholars, and she has just won an award for her contribution to Pinnacle in various leadership situations throughout 5 years of her being a student here. I am passionate about what I do. I love what I do, and I know if I don't evolve, my students will never do so. So it is my pleasure to welcome Carmel, one of the role models of the Pinnacle Leadership Program, to share our success story with you. And thank you so much, Paul. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to do so. Thank you, Carmel. Over to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rafer, and thank you, Dr. Paul Tayeng, for making it a possibility for me as a student to be here today. We would like to share in our success of the past 2 years. So to explain what Pinnacle is all about, as well as the highlights from 2020, here's our launch video that was made for the start of this year.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Pinnacle Good News channel. My name is Claudia Scharberg, and joining me today is my co-presenter, Hermela Masebo. While the global pandemic often brings us bad news, we at Pinnacle are excited to start the new year with endless possibilities and inspiration. Mela, what is the Pinnacle program?
Pinnacle is a cutting-edge leadership program in the School of Accounting at Nelson Mandela University. Here, top accounting students are developed for future responsible leadership. For me, being a part of Pinnacle is like being a part of a community that cares. You feel like you're more than just a number. It allows you to practice your leadership skills and use your talents to make a difference. To help change the world, we need more than just academics. The components of Pinnacle are academic mentoring, personal development, professional development, global citizenship, and social responsibility outreaches.
While 2020 was a difficult and different year for us, we are still excited to have so many highlights to share. For our professional development, we went on a virtual tour to London with a former Pinnacle doing his articles there. We went on a trip to Malta to see what a secondment looks like, and we even got to share a day in the office and in the life of a CA in the Netherlands. We also had webinars on mental wellness, physical wellness, and soul and spirit. For community outreach, we started a Helping from Home campaign where Pinnacles from all year groups could volunteer to make a difference virtually.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Pinnacle Awards 2020. Despite COVID-19 and lockdown, many of our Pinnacles were still involved in helping to change the world. My name is Kirsty Mitchell. I am a CTA student as well as your host this evening. Some of our students are present and will be joining me on stage to collect their awards, while others will be joining us online. The Pinnacle Leadership Program for Accounting High Achievers at Nelson Mandela University is a program that is designed to groom future leaders. It's not just about academic marks, but also the development of the person as a whole.
But really, it has been such a privilege to have worked with all of you Pinnacles this year in all of the various drives that we've done. I hope that you have felt fulfilled in everything that we have done for our community, not just within PE, but all over South Africa. You guys have made such a difference, and it really is incredible to know that our small little group of people can really make such an impact. So thank you.
We even had a virtual Razzmatazz, where we went live on our Instagram page, we had polls, we had stories to get to know each other, we were networking, and there was a lot of personal development involved.
Going to university was a dream of mine. Sitting alone at home was not. Thanks to Pinnacle though, my first year was a purposeful and very inspiring year. Last year, we took advantage of all the opportunities that Pinnacle gave us, and that's what we challenge you to do.
On that note, I'm excited to announce that our new motto for 2021 is
Well, there you have it, endless possibilities, where Pinnacles are encouraged to dream and take action. To register for all our Mask-to-Mask events, be it top speakers on webinars, hiking or community outreaches, and more, follow us on social media.
Please remember that Pinnacle is all about action, not just passive involvement. We are looking for volunteers for various projects, programs, and fun activities. If you would like to hear more about these positions or want to volunteer, please contact your group leader. That's all from us at the News Desk. We hope you have a very successful and blessed 2021.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
Building on from our success of last year, 2021 has been another year of innovation and opportunities to achieve each component of the Pinnacle program. So despite the isolation, students were still able to experience or have a university experience through in-person involvement and online. We have also embraced the digital revolution by engaging with technology in order to engage with people across the world. We have also made use of many webinar events, which are a combination of both participating students and inspirational speakers. All of these events were coordinated by our mentor, Mrs. Jessica Raper, but they were prepared, facilitated, and hosted by Pinnacle students, which in itself is an opportunity for them to develop their technical and communication skills. As part of our personal development component, we have had incredible speakers at our events, such as Justin Cohen, who is an international motivational speaker and author, Bianca Beitendach, who won a silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics 2020, Ellen Myberg, who won Miss Teen SA 2021, as well as partnering with the doctor of the Springboks rugby team for a men's only event where they were able to ask questions that they wouldn't be able to ask before, as well as a women's only event, which was partnered with Woolworths as part of our Women's Wellness Month. The aim of all of this is to educate the students on how to take care of themselves, mind, body, soul, and spirit, to develop as members of society, to promote emotional intelligence, and to just motivate the students to be the best possible versions of themselves, so that when we leave university, we will not only leave with our academic knowledge, but the ability and passion to change the world. As future CAs, we are told that our degree is a stepping stone into the future. So to open our eyes to the endless possibilities that life has to offer us, we were able to hear from Aldo Lopscher, who is the country manager of Visa in South Africa, who opened our eyes to the future of the banking industry, as well as through a partnership with Chartered Accountants Worldwide, we were able to engage with speakers around the world who are in our profession. We also had peer mentoring, where former Pinnacles would give us advice on tests and exams and what to expect in our articles. Since I am working in next year in the working world, I found these professional development courses particularly insightful. They addressed the CA 2025 competencies, as well as the shift of the working world into a more technological sphere, which showed us the importance of these skills, as well as given us a head start in ensuring that we develop these skills before and during our time of work or articles. Especially during isolation and COVID-19, it is so important to be a global citizen. We had a global citizenship event, which had in attendance some esteemed guests.
We are honoured to have Professor Barbara Porco, the Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and Executive Director for the Centre of Professional Accounting Practices.
Welcome. Thank you so much for inviting us. We are honoured to be part of this exciting initiative.
As well as Mr. David Powell, the Chief Executive of the Chartered Accountants Worldwide Network USA, present today, all the way from New York.
Thank you. And as you said, I'm David Powell. I'm from Wales. I'm living now just south of Boston in Massachusetts. I'm a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, and as you said, the Chief Executive of Chartered Accountants Worldwide Network USA. Our focus is on networking and education for chartered accountants living and working in the United States, but it's also a little bit more global. We've had attendees from about 18 different countries attend our events to date, and we're in turn part of Chartered Accountants Worldwide, who are also partnering with One Young World that Jessica and I have been talking about to focus on the needs and aspirations of students and recently qualified chartered accountants globally.
At the same event, we had Natasha Holbach, who addressed us on her journey from being a former Nelson Mandela University student to being a psycho rep and a Chartered Accountants Worldwide rep in USA, Canada, and Caribbeans. She addressed our questions on how to take our degree worldwide from a logistics, academic, and emotional standpoint. At the same event as well, we had a panel with two accounting students from Fordham University in New York, where we discussed the differences between studying here versus studying there. A year in Pinnacle would also not be complete without our various outreach programs. We had a clothing winter drive, we had a sanitary product drive, as well as motivating our students to be more outdoors and active with our Go Outside competition. We also partnered with Retina SA for bringing awareness to visual impairments, as well as partnering with the School of Accounting to promote sustainable living by creating eco-bricks. The students have had a chance to practice their influence and leadership skills through these projects. Each year group and each project have their own leaders who encourage and facilitate student participation. Community is important to us. So working together on these various projects and events have ensured that not one student is left out. And finally, we have continued with our academic mentoring, where academic mentors are simply a phone call away for any emotional, academic, or family-related matters. We've also introduced student mentoring, where students from year above would give advice on how to study for certain modules or exam techniques and tips. All that we have done this year can be found on our various social media platforms. And any further information that you would like to know, please contact our mentor, Mrs. Jessica Raper. We are extremely proud of what we have accomplished during COVID-19. I feel particularly sad leaving this community, but I know after everything that I've experienced, I feel equipped to be successful in the future. Thank you for sharing in our success and for empowering us as students, especially during these troubled times. Thank you.